Hi friends, Taff here, your favorite houseplant furry, and tonight I want to talk about another really cool plant that's pretty unique and maybe you've never even seen it before, but it is the butterwort or Pinguicula. The butterwort is actually a carnivorous plant that can be found all over the world and is native to parts of Central and South America as well as North America and Northern Europe. The Latin or the scientific name for this plant is Pinguicula, which derives from the Latin pinguis, I think, which means fat. The common name, which is butterwort, is actually an allusion to its Latin name. So butter, fat, you get the point. If you live in the north part of the northern hemisphere, then there are, like I said, some of these that are native to that region, and so they're actually pretty cool to grow outside. But if you're interested in having it as a houseplant, most of the ones that you're going to find in the trade are going to be coming from the more tropical regions. And this isn't just a plant that looks cool, it actually can also do a job. This plant is carnivorous and it'll catch bugs on its sticky leaves. This makes it great for in your kitchen or maybe somewhere near a trash can where there might be some food scraps and are attracting flies. This will also attract the bugs and it'll get rid of them. Sometimes even commercial nurseries will use these around the benches of the plants that they're growing, such as orchid nurseries, so that they catch bugs and don't get into the plants. This plant is well adapted to grow in a poor soil and will gather most of its nutrients by capturing prey
and digesting them.
It's actually really easy to care for as a houseplant. It wants to grow in a soil that's mostly sandy or mineral-like that doesn't have a lot of nutrients. You also want to give it plenty of light, and most people are going to rely on a grow light over top of it instead of the sun. That way you end up with really nice, even growth. A lot of species will also get some pigmentation to their leaves, kind of like how these ones that are a little higher up right here have a little bit more pink in them versus these down here on the lower side, which are a little bit more green. Bright light can really ramp up and bring out that pigmentation. In addition to having bright light, they also are going to want to have lots of water. Typically, you're going to see them in a bowl like this. The bowl is going to hold all of the water in, and because I'm using the aqua soil and not a normal houseplant soil, it won't break down the same way. Occasionally, they will also flower in flower colors ranging from white to purple to pink. And while they can produce seeds from their flowers, one of the most common ways to propagate these plants is by dividing them after the rosette splits naturally into two, or each individual leaf can also be propagated on its own to create a whole new plant. They will catch any sort of small flies or gnats, but if you did want to feed them because you don't have any of those, then you can also give them dried fungus gnats or bloodworms. I hope you learned something about the butterwort or Pinguicula, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave some in the comments below. So sticky.